I saw a great video of someone from China just totally roasting America and saying like, this is your guys' fault. Like this isn't, you don't need tariffs. Like you need a revolution. You've allowed yourself to become consumeristic and fat and all that sort of stuff. Let me pull it up real quick.
That sounds something that a TikTok employee would say.
Maybe.
It sounds like, you know what I'm saying? You guys don't need tariffs. You guys need to turn on each other and start fighting each other.
Nah, he was kind of cooking though.
Okay.
He was kind of cooking though. So shout out to Poetic Flacco for sourcing this. Poetic Flacco's been on a tear lately. This dude's doing 5 videos a day.
Let's go, baby.
Killing it.
He's like, bye, Adam.
So this is about luxury goods.
And really explain how much we're getting robbed.
They rob you blind and you thank them for it. That's a tragedy. That's a scam. That's why I'm saying this right now. Americans, you don't need a tariff. You need a revolution. For decades, your government and oligarchs won't ship your job to China. Not for diplomacy, not for peace, but to exploit cheap laborers.
So he's saying the people here shipped factoring jobs overseas and not for anything that's mutually beneficial, but to exploit cheap labor in China.
Oh, 100%.
Process, they hollow out your middle class.
And then in the process, they hollered at your middle class.
Crash your working class.
Crash your working class.
And told you to be proud while they sold your future for profit. And yes, China made money.
I like how nonchalant he is.
But we used it to build roads, lift millions out of poverty, fund healthcare, raise living standard. We reinvested in our people. My family also benefit from it. What did your oligarchs do? They bought yachts, private jets, and mansions with golf course driveways. They manipulate the market, dodge tax, and pour billions into endless wars.
Definitely sponsored by the CCP vibes, for sure.
100%.
And you get stagnated wages, crippling healthcare cost, cheap dopamine, debt, and flagged wave poverty made in China, while they pick your...
Don't cheap dopamine me freaking ByteDance. Freaking parent company that created TikTok.
Yeah, for sure. But who allowed that?
Freedom.
Okay.
Freedom of choice allowed it.
Okay.
So everything he's saying about the middle class.
He's saying, look, you guys gave us your all of your manufacturing, and you got cheap stuff in exchange. We became one of the superpowers of the world. Sounds like he's saying, like, look, we did the right thing. Your leaders sold you out.
Yeah, except around the same time we were killing all of our babies because of one child policy. So now we're about to be at a labor shortage.
Totally morally deplorable, for sure.
So, and then he's trying to make it sound like China's the free place to live, and we got oligarchs.
I actually don't think he's making an argument for anything related to freedom at all.
Not freedom, but he's trying to say that we live in a better society. I think that's like
I don't
objectively false.
I don't know if
he said we have healthcare, we build roads, we have a better society, we live comfortable. My family's profited. We invest into the people. It's like, okay, no one's going to China.
I don't think the question is better or worse. I think the question is wise or poor stewardship of said resource.
Yes, but it's also,
did America
steward
the excess revenue that came in properly? Did they steward it properly?
No, but it's also
okay. That's his point.
No, but it's on the back of us having democracy. So we rotate leaders every 4 years, 4 to 8 years, and we say, "Hey, you mess up the country now." And so it's not America that did it. It's America's system sitting around being like, "Oh, this person messed up, and now we're trying to clean up." We sent off all of our manufacturing to China 50 years ago.
It wasn't 50 years.
Whatever, 30 years ago.
It was like 20 years.
Is in the 80s.
No, it was like the late 90s.
Okay,
that's when everything changed.
I'm turned 27. Okay. 30 years. Round up. And then now we're over here cleaning it up. This man's sitting over here like the same people have been in power his entire life. Yeah, and he's like, wow, we make such great decisions. I was like, sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
You couldn't say anything otherwise.
Let's let him finish cooking.
Pocket. For 40 years, both China and the United States benefit from the trade, the manufacturing, but only one of us use that wealth to build. This isn't China's fault. This is yours. You let this happen. You let the oligarchs feed you lies, while they made you fat, poor, and addicted. Now they blame China for mess they made. I don't think so. I don't think you need another tariff. You need to wake up. You need to take your country back. I think you need a revolution.
A lot of these companies aren't American-made brands.
So this is in the context of luxury goods and the overt scam that luxury goods are.
Yeah.
That's what this entire video is about. So they go through and they explain.
That's fire.
Like
We're spending too long on this topic, but this is great.
Like they explain this.
They
explain this. They explain that like you're spending $150 to $300 on Jordans that cost $16 to make. Right. And so they go over and they explain like this bag costs this much to make. So like the actual manufacturers of these things are showing you what these things cost and telling you that like, yo, this is a scam. Right. So this dude right here is explaining like, oh, this bag only costs $1,000 to make, but they sell it for $30,000.
That's dark.
So yes, I'm not endorsing China for crying out loud.
Way
to completely miss the point, Zach.
I didn't miss the point. I just it's like what is it like? It's like getting health advice from an overweight person. You're like, oh, I'm actually not interested in that.
Yeah.
Even if what you say is right because you read it off ChatGPT, it doesn't make you right. You're the wrong messenger.
We'll see. We'll see how this plans out.
Yeah, we'll see how it plans out.
We'll see how it plans out. We'll see how long Americans are okay with potentially higher prices. We'll see if Donald Trump backs away. We'll see all these things. I'm saying I think the macro issue is still a macro issue. Like there's still macro issues with who we trade with, how we trade, how we spend money, what our tendencies are as Americans, and it's not good.
Yeah.
I don't think they've properly invested the excess, and I think most people are like most people, and they do dumb stuff with their money.
Yeah,
I think in that sense they're right. Who do you think is buying all this designer stuff? Think it's wealthy people?
I mean, $30,000. It's not unwealthy people.
No, you're missing the point. Who do you think is buying designer clothes? Who do you think is buying
Like
Louis
Gucci,
Vuitton? Yes, who do you think is buying that?
Yeah, it's people not stewarding their money properly.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you think they're going to listen to a Chinese guy over at the daggone TikToks?
I'm not saying I'm endorsing that we need a revolution. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that I think poor people make bad decisions, and then so that consistently grows. And again, all of those jobs got outsourced. All those jobs got sent overseas.
Hello.
You know, like we were in Ohio. We were in those old steelman cities that are like massive poverty rates, and all they got is a Catholic university to sustain the entire city,
and a bunch of like cancerous materials.
And that's not a left or a right thing.
No,
that's like
just
everybody did it. Yeah. Like they all did it.
Oh yeah.
You know, and so people are dealing with the consequences of it now. So the moral of the story is, man, control what you can control. Control
the supply.
Control your own supply issue, your own supply things if you can. Hey, thank you so much for checking out the video. Please be sure to comment below and subscribe and all that good stuff. And check out this other video that YouTube seems to be recommending just for you. Let me know if they nailed it. All right, I'll see you over there. Peace.